Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. My mic didn't exist for a second. Anyway, hey, welcome back to Puzzle Wednesday. It's a new year. It's 2024. Let's play some Petal. No real frills, just ringing the new year with Petal Crash Online as is. We're doing Tug of War bracket. We got a lot of killers in bracket tonight. Like, you'll see Lopraito there, and Roonespism's hiding right at the edge, or is that Raz? I don't know. And to ease... Oh, hey, Raz. To ease everyone in tonight, we're going to be doing me and Oz first. As, you know, this is the warm-up, the baddie bracket. How you doing, Oz? Then you're on comms with me tonight.
Hola, everyone. Happy New Year.
I also have Roonespism.
That's me.
That is you, buddy.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here. I love playing Petal Crash.
You know, that's true. Seeing as we got a little bit of small bracket tonight, we are going to be doing first to three across the board instead of just honorarily cutting winners round one and losers round one off to first to two. So we'll get a lot of games in tonight. Gonna have a good showcase. We're gonna have a good time. And if you've not yet, all matches are going to be called in our Discord. We will have a link up to that in the Twitch chat here. Give me 1 second. Masa always on top of it. Tip your waitress and waiter tonight. We've got Masa and Just Rad Alex on TO duties. And let's have a good time. Let's have a good time. So, Oz, you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Yeah. Okay, Tug of War. We got spectating. Is it just gonna be you right now, Raz?
Looks like it.
I'll get in a second. I was just trying to get some last minute practice in.
That's fair. Also, I'm sorry I didn't introduce you, Raz. Raspberryfloof, also on comms. Noted, good at the video game.
Now, you can't just go around accusing people of being good at video games, Juicey.
What do you mean?
Xercian's not here. I have to pick up the slack.
God, my chain brain is deteriorated.
Okay, I see a lot of growing though, so you've got the... You're confused, but you got the spirit.
I never forgot that part.
I think Xerxes did manage to drill into everybody's brain that grow is the best button. It's like slamming down pieces in Cleo.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily the best option.
I don't know, Frog Stacking would have a word with you about that one.
There's always a great debate on whether you should first learn to play smart and then figure out fast, or vice versa, because eventually you do want both. I did notice that Oz got a pretty good opening chain, eventually, but here we've figured out that apparently fast isn't a little bit better than smart.
Oz has always
significantly better.
Oz is always really good at opening chains.
Well, if they can do that opening chain a little bit faster in the next round, this one seems like it's, yeah, this one's being written off.
Oh, Juicy. I think you forgot to copy the font over for your layout.
Oh, I gotta buy it from Itch again, probably. Hey, I got a new computer, so production on my stream should be a lot cleaner now. So we're just gonna have to forgive me this once for getting the wrong font.
Right, I was watching in-game. I didn't even notice on the stream that we've got that strange font over there instead of the nice Petal Crashy one.
I didn't even think about it.
It's fine. It can still convey information, which I hear is what fonts are supposed to do.
Is that true?
As someone who is illiterate, I can only assume so. Just like all of the best puzzle game players, I have removed all knowledge from my mind except how to play Petal Crash.
I will say Oz's chain hit Juicey right where they were trying to extend their chain.
Yeah, now they have... Or, sorry, rather, now Juicey. The player on the left now has this annoying structure in the bottom, where those 6 petals would form a really good basis for a chain if they were accessible even a little bit. Oh, Oz was cruising for a second there, but okay, now they've got something working on the bottom here. All this garbage in the center is really going to slow them down unless they can think of a efficient way to clear it.
Yeah, as much as Petal is a game of tempo, it really is also a game of space management.
Yeah, usually you're paying one to get the other, but if you're very, very good, there's a couple of things you can do to try and clear out garbage while also making big chains to keep up the pressure. So here, Juicey is in pretty heavy advantage. Not only got 2 stock up on their opponent, but also they get to make giant chains while Oz tries to figure out, how am I going to clear out all this garbage? I'm not. It's too late for me. That's precisely what they're thinking.
Yep.
Spot on.
Okay. Juicey going for the usual opening of trying to set something up around the edge.
Yep.
Oh,
Also
kind of a funny extension into the center. Okay, there it goes. Getting that giant L to turn the chain around. Oh.
My brain worked good.
Yeah. No, Juicey's opening a little bit better than Oz's there. Lands, what is that, 8 garbage plus another 3. Almost overgrows himself, trying to find follow-up though. And now Juicey's board looks very, very nice. Plenty of 2s and 3s all set up, ready to go off in just about any direction.
Oh
Nope.
no, Oz!
Yeah, that grow makes a really good looking chain on the bottom left that can't be accessed, and instead gets them pretty locked out. I think they may have been able to go around the bottom right to get to those 2 purples, but it would have taken a very long time.
Yeah, and then there was an extra garbage block that eventually grew in and blocked even that.
GG's, buddy.
GG's.
Okay. Let's see where we're at. We got DarkslayerKL and DigiDigi. I think we were talking about this in the lead up to stream prep tonight, but most everyone in bracket is someone who has won a tournament so far, except for like myself, Oz, and Darkslayer. And that's not from effort or lack of trying. Darkslayer is very strong. We also have Digi, who is noted, plays in every bracket person, and they're amazing. Oops, I accidentally left. I did not mean for this grievous mistake. Please let me back in. Okay, we in there. You're all good to go whenever you're ready. Okay. It's time. But like, Darkslayer's particularly strong player, but like with a training partner like TinWild, who is also eternally terrifying. Look, the streets are tough out in Vietnam, apparently.
Oh yeah. No, I believe Petal Crash is the national sport there, right? Petal Crash is very popular all around the world. But...
Yes.
DigiDigi apparently not a slouch either.
Did you?
No, absolutely not. DG's pretty good at this game. As you can see from the fact that they have done about 3 chains and has filled their opponent's board almost all the way with garbage.
That was a really strong opening chain from Digi.
Yeah. Just if we're truly speaking minor optimizations, they messed up the right side a tiny bit. They almost had a giant deck setup and then had to extend out into the center instead, slightly more inefficiently, but no, basically everything they did there was very good. They got, what, 80 blocks per minute? That is perfectly fine play, even for a top-level competitor. Darkslayer getting a very fast 5 there. DG has to stop greeding and start actually attacking and sending here, so now both players are going to be filled with garbage.
This really feels like a Puyo game. Who has the most murderous opener?
Yeah, a Puyo 1 game, though, where both players get to experience the joy of having a whole bunch of garbage.
Yeah, yeah.
Seems like DG is a little bit more comfortable playing like this. They also got slightly less garbage than their opponent did. They are still keeping the 3 chains flowing.
Being able to play in
Darkslayer-
disadvantage is crazy.
Yeah, it's an extremely important skill. DG's
Like,
slowing down a little bit trying to wrangle this one. There we go, figures it out.
Like, seeing you and Raz play with your board half Swiss cheese, I was like, I don't know how you guys do this.
It becomes easier because there are less options.
I panic when there are roughly more than 5 garbage on my board. It used to be one. Oh my god!
Yeah,
That's
excellent.
huge, jeez.
Excellent. Chain there.
It really is an always swinging game, kinda.
Yeah.
I kind of want to make a tier list someday of what game it's most satisfying to see power chains go off in. Because this is up there.
Yeah.
Puyo's big on that. Like, when you see the 5 different clears in one link, crazy.
Yeah. Magical Drop is a bit of an acquired taste. I think that one's pretty close, though.
It
I
goes
really
by
like
so fast that, like, I almost like
Yeah.
a single clear that uses, like, 30 of the same color in one.
I think it's the snappiness that makes it so satisfying.
Yeah. Oh boy,
Lots of
Digi's...
these chains don't actually work here, but
Digi
they've built
really
so
is.
much of it that it doesn't matter.
Whoa.
Even though half of it,
Yeah, like, look
even
at
though the
that!
red and the left don't go up there, it doesn't matter. And now another 4.
Darkslayer's chain just barely catching up to that opening.
Yeah, just barely catching up would be great if DG was planning on slowing down halfway through the game, but they are not. They are planning on killing it. These constant little hits are really messing with Darkslayer's ability to get out of this one, keep trying to build 2 and 3 chains, and they keep getting interrupted by garbage. And now, it's difficult to imagine the move 2 would get them out of this situation, although they do still have a couple. Now they don't.
Digi already having a follow-up, jeez.
Look, Petal Crash Okizeme is powerful. It's what it is. Alrighty then. Going back to tournament desk street. Oh, I gotta play against Rune.
Who's that guy?
Let me just update the round card really quick.
It's fine. How good could he be at Petal Crash? He's probably bad at the game.
You know, this could be true.
In fact, I hear that he was practicing against the hardest AI in this game, and he wasn't even beating it half the time.
I don't think I can beat the skull, period.
It's quite difficult.
Oh, would you know from experience?
Yes. In fact,
Crazy.
maybe I'm one of the 2 or 3 people with the most experience. I can say, from trying it a lot of times, it's very difficult.
Okay. I think it's just you and me in here. Did Oz and Raz get cordoned off to other matches?
It's possible that we may have to commentate our own game. It's a bit of a, what's the word? Conflict of interest? But we'll just have to put up with it.
It is a very interesting conflict, yes.
Alright.
Just gonna be, I'm dying.
That was a slow way to set up that corner, but now I'm good.
I lost a trade by 1. This is going fantastic for me.
Yeah, half my chain didn't go off.
Okay, sorry about that, guys.
Yep.
Things are looking pretty. That was a little annoying garbage block there in between the purples. The rim. But seems pretty even.
I don't know what's happening. The hell?
Oh, thank goodness. No, that's how Petal Crash works. Now that I've lost the first stock, I can finally win.
Yeah, you know what? This is becoming more real.
Uh-oh, wait, no, this is how it...
No, I'm done.
Yep.
No, my classic, what's the word I'm looking for? Adage, perhaps? Motto? The person who wins the first stock is losing. Because it means they aren't greeding hard enough. They're clearing too many petals.
You're right. I'm trying to channel the Wario colors here.
It's so hard. Every day we try to be more like Wario, and it's so hard.
How can you compete with such perfection? You know? That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely right.
Bit of an open gambit from Juicey here. But big power change.
Oh, that didn't work. That didn't work!
Uh-oh. Yep.
It worked a little bit.
I had to work so hard for that second move.
Board's a little cramped on Juicy's side, but clears a huge blue.
Pretty big bouquet here. Oh, but the garbage is in such a terrible spot.
Cleaning up. got a bit of a chain from that too. The question is, what's the next move here? Rune just keeps going, keeps swinging.
Rune's putting together 3 chains that go 2 different directions at once. And while Juicey was putting together 2 chains that did that, it's a little bit fewer petals. And a lot more garbage!
He's, yep, I think,
The 20 coming
we're
out.
done.
It takes me so long to get rolling these days. Like on that second and third stock, I was really pulling off some incredible chains. I think that 6 times 19 was actually a mid-game chain and not anything.
Tin almost pulled out 100 clears per minute in my first match.
Yeah, that guy, I don't know, maybe he practices more than I do. That guy doesn't get rusty like I do.
I already see the Juicy chain starting. Getting
Sets up
pretty
backwards
liberal.
though, so
Yeah,
only half of it.
Stop!
No.
Rune, I have a family.
chain is
Not
gone.
anymore, you don't. Now garbage is your family.
Oh, garbage is his family, he says.
Sir, I'm gonna need you to carefully consider your words here.
I did not say now your family is garbage. That would be extremely rude. I said now... now garbage is your family. You have a new family now. Found family.
Found family.
Found family!
That's my favorite trope, actually. Give it a few episodes, you'll grow to like them.
Oh.
Okay, I feel like I played that one alright. How did I do?
You know,
Still in the
I think we both did a little bit better than we thought we were going to. We both punched a little bit above our weight.
Oh yeah, of course.
Collective, good match, good games. We'll get back in the gym together later. Oh, we got Lopraito and DigiDigi.
Yep, and win your semis already.
Okay. Let's all huddle around the cabinet.
Juicy's funeral! What the heck was that sound?
Mm-hmm.
Look, I may be exaggerating how close a match that was.
Wait, did Lopraito always play on gamepad?
Did he always play what?
Did he always play
I
on
didn't
gamepad?
think so.
I could have sworn,
I
or is
actually
it?
can't remember. Was he a mouse
I could
player?
have sworn he played on mouse like me, but maybe I'm thinking of TinWild.
By the by, thank you for the raid full throttle Tetris. Welcome to Petal Crash. First bracket of the new year, and you know, gotta still be on the grind, prepping for 2 a little bit later this year. Earlier this year.
The thing that Lopraito loves to do, and you've already seen a little bit of it in this game, is they love to build large groups of a single color.
Oh wow, that's so
So does
damage.
Digi, though.
Yeah! So maybe Lopraito's a little bit rusty too, because...
Yeah, they're definitely going slower than I remember. The playstyle
You know,
is
that's
still there.
that's the other reason I was wondering. I thought they played on mouse, and maybe that's why they're playing a little slower right now. But I don't know. Someone in chat said, yeah, he's pad, so maybe I'm just forgetting something. It has been a while since I've been in a bracket.
It's been a while since Lopraito's been in a bracket too. I think he skipped the last move.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, Lopraito one move away from overgrowing.
I would have gone for the greens on the bottom right instead of setting up those purples. Although he does get them in a 2-chain there. A lot of rapid fire 2-chains keeps him in it.
Also slowing down Digi, and Digi doesn't have a lot of room to move right now either.
Yeah, DG is still an advantage though. They've got plenty of pairs to try and make something with here. Although Lopraito has probably clawed back to around even by now. It's just they do not have a lot of battle bar to work with. If they ever stop if they stop for even a second, they die.
I skimmed over old tournament footage, and yeah, Lopraito's always been on pad.
Okay. Yep.
That being
I
said,
just don't remember.
Digi taking at least round 1 is already kind of a huge
That's
upset.
incredible. Yeah, even taking a round off of Lopraito is quite the upset.
Lopraito's been pretty untouchable for a while now, with a couple exceptions.
Yeah, I mean, I can usually take a round or 2 off of them. It's been a while since I've taken a set off them. Yeah, no, if they normally play on pad, then we've just got to chalk it up to Rust then, because 70 clears a minute, that is not Lopraito's speed. That is 70% of Lopraito's speed.
Yeah, but this is a pretty good opening chain here.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fine opening chain, but...
Yeah, but
This is
then
the fact that
follow-up?
this is follow-up, that is obviously a little bit better than fine.
Yeah, Digi, well, I mean, Digi managed to counter it and came out ahead, so...
Yeah. Oh, good tempo saver by DG there, finding a 3-chain in a really funny way.
Lopraito ended up taking the first stock.
Yeah, lands 10 damage as well through DG's defenses. It looks like this one's going their way a little bit more.
Garbage is in a really terrible spot on Digi's board, whereas Lopraito's garbage is kind of at the edges and not particularly.
Yeah. DG greeting for a big chain here, but loses a middle link in a really bad way.
Yeah, now they don't really have very much to go off of. Kind of forced to take this 3 chain. Oh, and a 4-chain follow-up.
Oh!
Okay.
Yeah. I wonder if they saw all that. That was quite serendipitous for that to just kind of fly around the board like that.
Yeah, they're... For being as tightly packed as they were, they've made some pretty good counter chains. They're unfortunately still down 2 stocks.
Yeah. At this point though, both boards look fairly even. DG does have 5 garbage, but it's all on the same edge. It doesn't really matter too much to them, I would imagine.
Yeah, the big part is just that Lopraito had more time to get that chain set up.
Yeah. But DG, fails to save that green petal from the garbage. That could have given them more chains. Now they're building like the... Oh yeah, that's a 5.
Well, no, this is still 5. Oh, but that's
yeah, it's not quite as
garbage.
good as Lopraito. Yeah. Oh, if they had more time.
They don't even have 2 moves. Yeah.
Yeah.
They needed a double push and didn't have time. Oh, and they could have gotten the branching 2 off of that. But not enough time anyway.
Yeah, no. They lost, but that entire time it didn't seem like they were ever getting locked out. They just weren't playing quite fast enough to keep up on the bar. Oh, I apologize. I'm gonna need to duck out for a little bit. I'll get back on comms when I can.
Believe in you. Anyway.
Alright,
I mean,
now
I think...
Digi doesn't really have a... Oh, okay. That's one way to make up for not having a chain set up. Just end up with, like, an amazing...
Well, like, they both kind of jump scared, cut their chains in half. But I like Lopraito's follow-up a lot better. I think, honestly, it's just kind of the same case of Rune, where, like, by bracket's end, we will see both of them really swinging. It's just been a little bit. Lopraito took the gimmick month off, I believe, which, shame, I had so much fun with the mystery rules. I kind of want something to be canon for Petal Crash too, but we'll see what happens. Lopraito taking the first hit here, but...
Oh, wow.
You know...
Gigantic, jeez.
Okay,
Yeah,
Channel on the back
a lot
foot.
of hits here. The garbage kind of ruining the middle of their board. And oh wow, 17 more incoming with not really a lot they can do to stop it.
I don't mean this as
Trying to
any
open up
discredit to
space.
Digi, but I don't remember this power being a regular thing for them.
This is how they played in the bracket where they won the tilt controls bracket.
Real sicko stuff, got it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we've been
they are
doing
upset point on Lopraito, which that would be a heck of an upset to start 2024.
We've been doing Petal for how long now? At least like a year and a half?
Oh, we've been doing it for almost 3 years.
God. Time's not real. Anyway, this feels like... this earnestly feels like one of our most competitive games in just a direct back-and-forth sense. Like, it's not... Yes, we have the singular strong demon, because right now the demon is potentially losing this set. And it's not even winners finals yet.
Yeah, there's at least 2 other demons who could still take the title from this one.
It really seems like the only thing that, like, Lopraito's really rusty on is his disadvantage game. Because he was getting his wings clipped a couple times over after losing, like, the first major interaction. But, you know, if Digi doesn't give him reason to have to play through defense, then he seems kind of fine. Yeah,
A lot.
we're a little in the weeds here. A lot of in the weeds here.
Yeah, definitely playing from behind here. All this garbage just preventing anything from getting going. Oh, and there's just not enough room to make it clear. The Ashley of Crashly showing up in the chat also.
This is one of the only brackets she's not been on comps for a while now. I really hope Digi's not overthinking these commitments here.
Oh my goodness, Lopraito is just going and going.
Oh.
This is gonna be tank and send. Tank and send for the ages here.
It
And
seemed...
Digi's counter follow-up did not work.
Oh, that's their, like, whole board. Sectioned off.
You can maybe work through this, but... Man, that's tough.
Yeah, that was definitely, they both threw haymakers and they both landed.
Like, Digi really needed that strong opening advantage. We
they
get
at least got the first
Took
stock.
Yeah. Wow.
And it's not, and I mean, I think Digi might have gotten
Where
the
did that
board back
chain
in order
come from?
first. That was a really nice 5, and then a follow-up 3, keeping Lopraito from doing anything. And honestly, that's kind of like the biggest way to keep advantage is just keep peppering your opponent. Even if it's just small chains, the constant garbage landing in their way is usually enough to just
oh
do
my
that.
god!
Overgrow Lopraito, take the set 3-2, and move into winners finals.
Holy shit, Digi, what the hell? Okay. Video game. We got after that.
Alright, let's see. I would assume probably the other side of winners, unless we go back down to losers.
Yeah. I wonder if I have a losers match. Don't know. We'll see. Gonna call.
Gonna call a losers match.
Okay.
Does that mean we have to commentate our match, Juicy?
Oh god, it's play against you? What the hell? Sure. It'd be a repeat of what I did with Rune. You got it. Let's do the thing. Might have to reset my control. I'm not getting any actual movement. Okay, I'm back.
Yep. Alright.
Well. Good luck. Have fun.
Same to
Oh.
you.
Rune's here to watch.
So we're in our growing phase right now. Okay. Nice opening chains from the both. Kind of a bit of even. Juicy comes out on top though.
Ah, fuck.
Oh!
Juicy,
I got
come
anxious.
on. Juicy is wearing the colors. So.
Got nervous.
Oh, Oz is getting called for their match too.
Oops. Well, see you.
That doesn't work. I mean, I want it to work, but it doesn't. And that doesn't work either, so I'll just take it. I can't remember if that corner would have worked in Petal 2. I think it was still backwards.
I will take advantage of your lack of muscle memory on that.
Oh, Petal 2 is going to be so fun. I'm really looking forward to the corner case fixes. Among everything else that's being added. There's just like so much quality of life changing.
I feel like I had my wits about me better when I was playing Rune. That's not a even remark on like you playing better or worse. I'm just like I am having the rough time.
Okay, I can get that. Oh, I did. Okay, I guess it still all clears. Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah, I got a point. Oh.
I thought I had one more space on my board.
Ah, good. She's reminding me of tax season.
I haven't got my W-2s yet. It's only the 3rd. Oh, all my blues disappeared suddenly. I guess it's a good thing if they disappear because they were cleared. Wait, where'd all this garbage come from?
Sometimes I can do thing. Not like super often, but you know.
Nope. Oh. See, this would work in Petal too. Because the corner case just lets it fly backwards.
Yeah, go off. Tell me more about what works in Petal. Tell me more about what's not going to save you right now. I got one. Look. Once
You did
Petal
really
Crash,
well in that last game too.
once Petal Crash Game Boy Color comes out, and I inevitably fall into my handheld addiction as I always do. I'll fucking comments for you. Look, having a Game Boy option means I'm gonna practice a lot more. And Trashboat got to be a sicko off of the mobile port, so you know. Oh, back to lobby. Alrighty then. Well, now that I'm dead twice, let's see where we're at in bracket.
We're on the other side of winners for Rune and Tin.
Alright, where are they at? Yeah? Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
I died.
Yeah, I died as well.
So just Juicy's killed. You know.
It happens.
Look, I already said, once the Game Boy Color port happens, I'm falling into that addiction head first. Something about being able to keep video game in my pocket is still alluring to me in the year 2024. And I will inevitably get better at it for it.
Oh, opening chains.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Coming out on top.
Tin's follow-ups were not necessarily chains, but you know, when you already got... Oh my god. Never mind. Never mind, why would I say anything?
A bit of a tough spot for Rune here.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, there's so much garbage. You clear out all the garbage, and you don't even get regular Petal spawners. It's just more garbage!
This feels like the most I've seen Rune put in a box in a while.
Oh my gosh, yeah, 94 garbage per minute. That was insane.
Tin going for that first strike bonus.
Is that a thing?
No, I was just making a fighting game reference.
You're damaging my trust in you.
Why would you trust my word on Petal Crash?
In with the 10 chain opener for 30 garbage. Perfect
you know...
countered!
Hold up to that though, what the heck?
Perfect countered!
Anyway, Austin, the reason I would trust is you started playing Petal Crash way before I did.
Really?
Yes. I didn't really start playing until the lead up to Petal Crash Online being announced. Or being released. You and Amelia were like my vector towards, yeah, we gotta run Petal Crash. Yeah, we gotta run Petal Crash. I'm like, okay.
Well, there you go. But I'm not one of the tech wizards. Don't trust me.
Okay, got it. Like, out of our immediate group, you were the champion of the game for a bit there.
Yeah, I stand by it.
Tin has definitely been put in the box here. Half their board is just garbage. And despite the 4 chains they're making in this little 4x4 square, Rune just has so much more room to build and build. And then they can do things like this. But Tin just can't counter.
I want to play Post-Its Champ mode again. Well, like, you know, we're both in the box at least.
The smallest of petals. Fairy size.
No, they're the same size. It's the box that's smaller.
Fairy size box then?
Yes.
Alright, Rune taking a set.
God, the clears in like the 200s. Per minute's kind of tame for both of them, but they both have been slowing each other down mid-game pretty severely.
Oh, that is so rude. That garbage that just landed immediately at the opening to Rune's chain. Had to spend like 3 or 4 clears just removing that one piece of garbage. And because of that, a Petal grew into their chain, they couldn't counter, and so now they're just going to be behind. If anybody tells you the Lightning 2 isn't worth it, there's your reason why it's worth it.
That's why I like to poke Oz and pull you in like the first 10 seconds.
That's why I screen watched to block it.
Oh, you've been getting better at that?
I know you. I know your methods.
Look, I can't help that sometimes you don't look both ways before crossing the street.
It's true. I want my big chance.
I think even more than Oz, Showbrews gets caught out with that a lot of the time.
Honestly, Shiboru has been going for the juice strat sometimes. Trying to catch your opponent off guard.
I do like that there seems to be a bit more validity in, like, small chain pokes, because it really felt... And it could feel like it's sometimes not worth it to invest in anything that isn't, like, the big one.
Well, I mean...
That's one neat thing about, like, this game, too, is, like... You can play big chains or small chains, and they're both perfectly valid ways to do this.
Yeah. Any competitive puzzle game, you know, that deals in chains, the best ones are the ones where it's push and pull, where you deal in big and small chains.
Okay, Rune's trigger was a little bit covered there, but we're fine now.
Yep, managed to dig it out, gets the 4. And couldn't quite counter all of it, but has a nice 3 of their own. Oh, still gets countered back.
Rune's cuts a little bit.
Slowed down quite a bit from earlier.
I can't blame him. I'm watching this, and this round feels very long. Like, my bracket run is done, yet it still feels like I'm going that tournament mental endurance phase.
Yeah, I think Tin is, like, thinking as hard as they can to keep up with Rune. It can be mentally taxing to, like, be so focused for so long.
I feel like I can visibly see the gears turning on Rune's end a little bit slower too, but his consistency is still very strong.
Tin just trying to dig this chain out. Oh, and I think they were a little slow.
What a follow-up. The Oki is good.
Now Tin's stuck under all this garbage growing over the petals. Rune
Okay. Yeah, I think we're done for this round.
World. Yep. Yeah, wow. 4 minutes and 15 seconds. And that's just for 2-2. There's still one more to go. Or 2-1 even. There's still 2 more to go, possibly. Oh, Rune has the most magnificent chain. Wow!
Most of their board just disappeared.
37! And Tin
Most of that is gone.
Five.
What the hell? Wow.
Alright, Rune with the 4-chain branching follow-up. Tin with the 5-chain counter. 1 garbage. Oh, Tin. Breeding. Oh, they could have taken the chain. I don't think they saw it. They had a way to set that off from the middle of the board that would have been a 5-chain. Even so, they're doing a pretty good job pushing Rune to the edge. And Rune doesn't have a lot of garbage on their board, but their board is kind of a mess. So, it's definitely... If Tin can find a way to not get overgrown here, they might have a chance at coming back. I think Rune is just trying as hard as they can to take this last stock. Constant 3-chain pressure. Rune just wants it to be over.
Rune's board looks like mine usually does.
Yeah, it really, really looks like they're just trying to play as fast as they can. Take this stock, don't care about garbage. Because if they get one more stock off on Tin, that's it, they win the set.
Like, look at all those spawners.
Oh, and Tin doesn't have a way to get down and set this chain off. Okay, now
Rune might be a little in the
they set it
weeds.
off from over there. Nice 5-chain. Counters what Rune is doing. And keeps them ahead on, or keeps them close on bar. I think that's the important part, is Tin can't let the bar get too far away. Because the moment they do, Rune will pounce. And that's it.
They
Just
did a really good job keeping tempo there. Or rather,
Hey,
setting the tempo.
how you doing there, buddy? We're gonna assume Rune is alive.
Hello, I'm alive.
How you doing that last round there, buddy?
That last round, I had the world's greatest opener that anyone's ever seen in their entire lives, and then I
Yeah.
choked a little bit, but not quite enough to lose it.
It really looked like you were just trying to end the game as fast as you
Yeah.
could.
No, on that last stock, my brain was telling me, oh good, I only need to win on the battle bar now, and then I killed that devil in my mind and I started building big chains again. Because now I've been in enough tournaments where I know that any time I give in to that voice, I lose.
Alrighty then. I believe we're about queued up for winners finals here, unless something I need to pay attention to in the actual.
I think we're doing some, some shilling
Yep,
for the
it's
rest of the
commercial
month of
break.
January.
Okay. Well, we got things. Unfortunately, we don't have a, hey, look, you're right here right now, but take your word for it, you're here. It's January 3rd. We're playing Petal Crash. It's tug of war. We're having a time.
So they say.
So they say. January 10th, we're back with the Tetris slot. It's Tetris Plus 2. I know that says Tetris Plus on it. Don't let it lie to you.
See, so they say.
If you're unfamiliar, what makes this one a little bit unique is it's not necessarily a game of push and pull damage. Rather, you have a sort of Wario's Woods-esque double win condition. You can still do damage. It will raise. You have a little guy. You have 2 win conditions. I'm reworking this on the fly. You can either win by leading him down to the bottom floor or forcing your opponent's little guy up to the spike ceiling. There's a fun dichotomy to it. Honestly, it might be one of my favorite Tetrises if it wasn't for somewhat archaic handling system, but we're going to have a good time. There's a green-haired girl. Masa's going to be happy.
Honestly, even with the controls, it's still one of my favorites.
It is, but it's just that, like, I look at it and I have the game feeling like, man, this is...
It could be a little better.
This is just short of
It's
perfect.
always a
There's
shame
something.
to see something where there's such a clear improvement that could be made, no matter how good it is.
Mm-hmm. January 17th, OG Puzzle Bobble. What's there really to be said? Everyone has played some version of this game. Whether you know it as Bust a Move, Puzzle Bobble, Bubble Pop on Neopets, Bubble Shoot, Puzzle Pirates has everyone's played Puzzle Bobble. And you should too. We have a good time. Very competitive bracket, a lot of strong players, and we always seem to get one new person that's just like, oh, I used to play this growing up, that murders the entire status quo as we thought. So
That was me a long time ago, and now I've been murdered in turn.
then it was, God, I'm forgetting names.
There was Chickapoo, there was...
Before that, I remember.
I forget the person from Pakistan who showed up the one bracket
Oh,
and just
God.
wiped the floor.
Oh, yeah.
Who else? There's one name in particular I'm trying to remember that's just blanking.
I mean, you just go on Fightcade.
Hoxnorf.
Oh, yeah, Hoxnorf as well.
Hoxnorf came in with a lot of self-doubt and then just took everything. So, check that out. January 24th, we're doing a game that, may have a character or two that looks familiar. It's Poochie Carrot, a sort of competitive Arkanoid take on the puzzle genre. So that's going to be cool. There's Patrico in it. It's a Taito game. I think it's one of the few Taito puzzlers that you can't win by deliberately stalling, because the game does not allow for that, per se.
If you tried to deliberately stall in Poochie Carrot, I think you would lose within seconds.
I've honestly not played Poochie Carrot in one of our online brackets before, so we're going to change that for me this month.
Swift and brutal game.
I've only played the PlayStation port locally, but there is the plus that you can use the mouse peripheral with it, so...
Oh.
Yeah. PlayStation mouse is pretty cheap. And wrapping up the month is pretty much the game that is the reason I made this server, or like even
The
Love
reason
Plus
for the
games.
season.
In a lot of ways, we're doing Mr. Driller G. If you've not played it before, it takes, I feel, equal parts from Wario's Woods and Panel in terms of this is a game that Trojan horsed me into puzzle games. It is a character. You control a little guy. It's not Grode, and a lot of it is more about being able to act in the chaos of the moment than planning long form or anything. But
yeah, he's a very improvisation-heavy game.
Yeah. But man, oh man, the aesthetic just did wonders for my 8-year-old brain. And now that we've kind of stress tested Duck Station into a place that we are pretty happy with, we're going to be doing a lot more PlayStation brackets in the future. So this is the first of the future.
Oh, the future is now. The PlayStation is here.
Yeah, we're all the way back in 96, baby!
Yeah!
God. Alright.
I'm gonna have to start getting good at video games that were made after I was born. Aside from Petal Crash.
Go look at the wiki, see when it came out. Game Boy Color says probably, 2000?
Jet Set Radio present.
God. Alright. Anyway. We're back. Let's do some
Oh,
finals
no!
that are for winners. What's up? Yes, it gets rid of the
We're gonna do
chat.
one thing before we hit winners. We're gonna hit a losers bracket match.
Oh?
Oh, which one?
I'm gonna get destroyed.
Oh.
It's entirely possible.
Okay. Well, if you say that with such confidence.
Lopraito,
Oh, right, Lopraito's
I mean,
this far down in losers. That's so...
Yeah, no, I mean, I only caught the first half of it. Lopraito did seem a little bit rusty, but a little bit rusty is still, well, still very difficult to defeat them.
Yeah. Also, Digi's just on a tear today, so...
Yeah, no, that match was... As much as it was Lopraito being a little rusty, it was also DG versus showing us all that, like, they are getting better at this game every day. They seem to be the only person in this server who is still getting better at Petal Crash. The rest of us are maybe stagnating a little. Oh wait, no, and Juicey, you as well. You were playing just well in that match against Raspberryfloof the last half.
Like I said, Game Boy Color port happens, it's over for y'all.
What, you can feel it coming already? It's already starting to make you better?
It's not even that, it's I know I'm gonna put so much more time into it because of that.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because, like, the Switch is portable, technically, but I have my Game Boy Pocket.
Who can be bothered fishing out their Switch when the Game Boy Color's right at hand?
Yeah, I have, like, my Game Boy Pocket Color in my right pocket every day, everywhere.
Really?
Yes, you will see it on my pants pockets if you ever meet me in person. The right pocket's always worn out in the shape of some Nintendo handheld.
I can confirm this, by the way.
Yes, you can.
I wasn't doubting it, but I am impressed. That's dedication. I like that.
He gave me his backlit Game Boy Pocket with Puyo-san, was it?
Yep.
Yep. And he said, you gave it to me to play on the car ride, like a little kid.
I was always trying to get good scores in Game & Watch Gallery 4 as a little kid. You know,
understandable.
Light I could catch from outside.
So, you know, Raz is at disadvantage.
They're about to be more in disadvantage when this 10,
Okay.
9-ish chain hits.
I was about to say, like, maybe the funeral joke was a little overdone, but maybe not.
So like I said, I'm watching Lopraito play, and I'm like, this is not their usual form. They're going for really long chains instead of like dynamite 5s over and over. You can see they only got 70, 80 on their numbers. This is merely the play of a grandmaster and not the play of a world champion.
Y'all
That being
crazy.
said, though, sorry to Raz, but playing against a grandmaster rather than a world champion, still extremely difficult. There are very few people in the world that could comfortably do it. In fact, maybe no one if we said comfortably.
So, big blue. That's almost a full blue. Oh, you did it.
Lopraito, what is the point of a full blue? How are you going to set that off?
Yo, I'm sorry, are we bringing Secret Grade back?
I sincerely hope that this is not sandbagging, but okay, here comes the actual big 8 chain.
Oh, I need to hassle Ashley for Secret Grade recognition for 2. It's still
that's a
probably
good
not
idea.
gonna happen.
Yeah, certainly if there is a beta testing period, we can start bringing up stuff like that.
Because that is my legacy more than any actual performance in this game.
Yeah. Right, I forgot that was you that came up with that, yeah. Well, despite... I can't say it was the most efficient opener that I've ever seen. But despite that, Lopraito has managed to take the round fairly convincingly.
Yeah. I I think my start was like I did a cross shape between both corners, and then with like some back and forthing with Amelia and a couple others, we ended up with the
Yeah, the ring around the
rings.
outside is nice. It's so simple, and yet it is quite difficult to build. It is actually a pretty good analog to the secret breed in TGM. But like, yeah, it's very simple to describe, but the moment you get near the top of the screen, it becomes very, very difficult to actually perform. Lopraito just going around the side. It doesn't look like there's a lot of incursions into the center here. So this is just... Oh no, there's a few actually. Oh, my eyes aren't as good as they used to be apparently.
2024 got hands.
Yeah. I wonder if they waited on purpose for the tank and send there, because now both players are dealing with quite a lot of garbage. Lopraito losing the first stock, which classically means they're going to win. Sorry.
God.
Lopraito's branching 4 there, overpowering Raz a little bit. Although actually, with all those back-to-back chains, she managed to counter most of it. The next hit's gonna come pretty soon though, and this one looks fairly big. Yeah, again, gets 5 through, and another 5. Oh! I'm surprised Lopraito just went for the 2-chain there. It looks like the spawners were going to give him something better. But the spawners are still there, yeah, exactly. Even after the 2-chain, they still managed to find a 5 with what's left. Getting lost in the sauce a little bit, okay. Manages to find, what is that, a branching 7? A pretty incredible mid-game chain. And Raz is now in dire straits.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Those 2 oranges clearing out just a tiny bit of garbage, that would have been the start of a comeback if there wasn't another 20 garbage coming in afterwards.
Well, that's GG's.
That's that. Alright. Are we doing the other side of losers, or are we going into winners finals now? Oh, it's the other side of losers, okay.
Oh, is it?
Yes, that is what's just been called.
Okay. This is losers...
Losers round 3, quarterfinals.
Okay. I didn't actually specify it was just Raz's funeral.
Ah, right. This may very well be Darkslayer's funeral, but... we'll see. Speaking as the person who was just playing against TinWild, even though I did win, that guy's pretty good. He made me work for it. So he's gonna make Darkslayer work for it as well, presumably. Unless there's some kind of anti-Roonespism bias going on, but... that's just inside my head. I can't imagine that's actually in material reality.
Never.
No, there's no cyberbullying squad for me. That's more of a...
That is more of a
It's more of a
Xerxian
you
thing.
and Xerxian thing. Yeah. No, you as well. Occasionally there's a little bit of juicy bullying going around.
It's not, like, habitual.
Yeah.
Him, he's just like...
Wait, what the? He's in the chat.
Oh, for once.
Yeah.
He could
God, who
feel...
invited this guy?
He's just, like, sneezing in the distance.
Yeah, exactly. He heard me talk about it. Alright, Darkslayer having a bit of trouble with this bottom left corner. Has a green petal buried in there. So, yeah, it looks like they're just going to ignore it and go for this 4-chain. Counters the first opening from TinWild, but TinWild does have a couple of things set up here. It's a pretty fun branching 6 there. Oh, Darkslayer actually counters with their own 6. This is only going to do a little bit of damage to him. Oh, but look at that. That was such an annoying like streak of garbage right down the center. They did manage to get rid of a fair bit of it fairly quickly. But the problem is, a lot of Petal Crash players specialize in playing from disadvantage. I would say TinWild is the rare case of someone who's actually specializing in advantage. If you don't hit them pretty hard in the opener, they are going to start running away with the video game. Oh! There's someone in the chat bothering me. I think that person should be gotten rid of, because they do not seem to be a human being. They seem to be an advertisement.
Now, let's hear them out.
Oh, you can hear them out? Alright. You go ahead and pay attention to the pitch. Oh, it's gone.
A pitch! That's fun.
I mean, they were certainly pitching something.
Cerulean doesn't want channel growth for us.
Yeah, what, you're against getting more viewers? Anyway,
This is what we get for bullying him.
We're here for Petal Crash. Ooh, TinWild getting synchronized spawners there. Wreaks havoc on their board. This could be... Yeah, this is definitely the situation that Darkslayer was looking for.
Yeah, this is where you get TinWild backed into a corner and they have to think. And they, like, noticeably slow down. They were slowing down so much against you, Rune. Like, you could literally just, like, see them thinking.
Yeah, no, that's what I try to do. 'Cause if there's one thing all Petal Crash players hate doing, it's thinking. And I am here to fry their brains. Ooh! Trying to go for the double push on that green, but it gets eaten by garbage. On TinWild's side, that is. Yeah, neither player has a huge chain setup or a lot of garbage. They are just kinda going for it as fast as they can, trying to take that last stock. TinWild does get a 5. This is gonna buy them some time. Right now, they are the one that looks like they're gonna lose the stock. Yeah, TinWild's getting decent chains here and there, but Darkslayer is playing a lot faster. This garbage is probably going to slow them down, though, and in fact, it's probably going to slow them down to the point where they lose. Or maybe not. Oh, TinWild, did you hear that? No, you didn't. You didn't hear the sound of the +5, -5 bar chime. You really needed to be doing anything other than extending that 5 chain. You needed to be setting it off. That's truly a shame. If TinWild just set off that one chain, it had like 12 petals in it at the very least. In fact, probably closer to 14 or 15. That would have caused the turnabout on its own. Wait, I'm looking at the top and I'm seeing a 01-00. Was that truly just the first round?
Yes.
Yeah.
Great! Looks like we're in for a solid hour of Petal Crash here.
Yes, and welcome to the Petal Crash Hour.
TinWild having a bit of trouble wrangling their chain here.
Yeah, but Darkslayer has already just been
Yeah, the massive
corner with nothing left.
Yeah, no, the massive damage they've done to their opponent is still there. Darkslayer now finding a pretty fun branching 3 to dig themselves out of this pressure a little bit.
Yeah, oh, and this is a nice 4, so yeah, this could be a little bit of a turning point. Depending on how fast Darkslayer manages to take advantage of this.
Yeah, TinWild's stepped off the gas a little bit here. Oh, they throw away that orange bouquet. I was about to say that is what they stepped off the gas for, but then they just used it in a 1 chain, so it doesn't get a huge damage multiplier.
Darkslayer smartly taking that 2-chain before the garbage ate the petals. Honestly,
Okay.
preventing garbage is almost better than just letting it land when you don't have a lot of space to spare.
Yeah. No, the exact benefits of tanking and sending versus countering their attacks is something that I'm still not fully sure of myself. Like, I consider myself to be stronger in the mid-game than the opening, and I don't know if that means I should be countering or tanking openings.
I honestly think it depends on both how open your opponent's board is and whether you can counter pressure.
Yeah.
Because if you're just countering to tread water, I think you're usually behind. But if you're countering in order to open space and then get back ahead, then you're usually turning the corner.
Yeah, it's a lot to think about when I would rather just be mashing petals together.
Yeah, I mean, like, just like Xerxian said. Thinking sucks. Never do it.
Put that on... What's the word I'm looking for? Just make a motivational poster out of it, I guess. Quote attributed to Xerxian. Puzzle Game Boy, open parentheses, retired. Darkslayer is in a bit of a pickle here. TinWild
Yeah,
isn't really going for giant chains to keep the pressure up, but they are doing 2s and 3s constantly, which is keeping Darkslayer in a bit of a hole.
Yeah, I mean, this is not a terrible strategy to just do 3 chains, pop 5 garbage on your opponent's board over and over.
Yeah.
Prevent them from growing, because now you can't grow when there's garbage slowing you down constantly.
Yeah, prevents them from growing if they're a coward.
Well, I mean, it will just stop you over and over when the garbage grows.
Yeah,
in.
no, you're right. It does make the animation slower because you have to keep doing it. Yeah, unfortunately, about 10-20 seconds ago, Darkslayer was really struggling to find any chains at all. I don't believe they even made a 2-chain for a little while.
Yeah,
and because
they
of
really
that,
haven't gotten too much better.
Yeah. Well, at least now they're stringing 2s together every now and again. Because of that inefficient play earlier, it now seems like they are beyond... Yes. They are beyond the ability to make a comeback here. Alright, match point for TinWild. Darkslayer managed to just barely claw that first round after a long fight, but TinWild is now... not super comfortably, but has managed to win 2 more rounds in about the same time it took Darkslayer to win 1. So let's see if Darkslayer has any more miraculous performances in them.
That's a pretty standard 5-chain opener, while Tin's got a nice 8 that sent back the same amount of garbage that Darkslayer sent.
Yeah. But luckily for Darkslayer, speed is kind of a quality all of its own. The fact that they did their opening so much faster meant that they got a second one out to soften the blow a little bit. But it doesn't seem like it's going to be enough, especially that blue that they set up vertically in the center. Okay, they do manage to get to it there, but...
Oh, but this is
this
terrifying.
Yeah.
I honestly think that purple should have been taken the other direction, yeah. There is still something to be said for clearing the center before you move toward the edge.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, and now there's... Yep.
Yeah.
Getting out of that one.
No, it was a terrible situation to be in. There was a slightly more efficient... Wait, was it blue or green that they did? The other one... Wait, they did blue, they should have done green.
Yep.
Yeah. But it only would have kept him alive for a few more seconds, probably. I can't imagine that TinWild was going to step off the gas for long enough to let him out of that.
Alright, well, looks like we're hopping back up to the top for winners finals now.
Alright, I'll go play my match then.
See if DigiDigi has cooled off any.
Very curious to see how this one goes, actually. Digi already prepared a chain that quickly? But, whoa, yeah. Rune with the even bigger chain.
Just ruin things.
Yeah. Digi had a follow-up. They're about even now.
Yeah, Digi growing themselves to nearly full board. Absolutely fearless.
I guess that's how you have to be in the garden. Wow.
Yeah, their chaining is really impressive.
It's not just the chaining, but the speed in which they find it and set them up too. Rune in a bit of a tough spot with the garbage.
Oh my goodness, the tempo save into 6 chain? Rune just doing a 3 chain to stay alive, but yeah, there's just no room.
Yep.
That's it.
Huh. Whoa.
Yeah, what the hell, Digi?
What an opening gambit. I'm following the pathway to Digi's chain here. Oh my goodness. This might be a big one. Finds the trigger.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Still slightly overpowered by
Not quite
runes.
enough, yeah.
Luckily the garbage all landed on the edge, so it won't impede them from continuing to just build here in the middle. Once again, growing right up to the edge of 64 petals. Okay, yeah, realizing the color conflict there, having to turn the chain the other direction to clear a 4. That time did give Rune some catch-up. Only one garbage block on their board, Rune definitely has.
A huge clear
Yeah.
from Digi's side. Still about even.
Oh no! Look at that pattern of garbage, just preventing Digi from doing anything through the middle of the board.
Yeah.
But 4
But
chains,
still finding.
mostly out.
Yeah.
Almost every chain Digi's done has been like a branching chain too, that just adds more material on for that extra punch.
They're really good at finding
Okay, yep,
these
finds
chains.
this-
Jesus. Oh, like look at this.
And then a nice
Just
3. And actually pushes the battle bar all the way back, takes the stock. and they're basically even at this point.
Oh, ooh, middle garbage.
Yeah, Rune getting first hit after the trade here. Unfortunately, Digi not able to capitalize with any branching chains. Okay. A risky throw. I think they need everything they can muster at this point. Rune knows they're at the last stop and has all the space.
It somehow got to 10. Wow.
Oh, but
Oh.
Digi, yeah. I think Cat caught Rune greeting there.
And now they're just running with it.
Yeah, just chain after chain after chain.
Rune having a big chain to counter all of the pressure there.
Oh,
Oh,
Digi
that's
let it
a
second.
bit of unfortunate garbage to split the purples there on Digi's side.
Yeah, but they have an opening if they can get to that green, and they do.
Oh, there it is, yep.
And then taking another 3 chain.
Is this it? No,
Not quite.
Not
It's
quite.
gonna come down to the wire, I think.
Oh.
There it is. Eight petal difference in the clears there, and Rune actually sending more garbage, just getting outsped. So Digi up 2-0.
Yeah, I'm thinking this is an upset, right?
This would
Bit of an
definitely, I would say this would probably be an upset. Digi is quite good, but Rune's just been pretty unflappable in
smart.
tournament situations.
Digi's still coming on the upper hand with the opening chain there. Okay. Ooh.
Digi, oh, their chain broke. They're forced to tank the garbage. Actually, why don't we tell? We should call it chain cut. It's like so much more fitting than in even Clear.
Chain cut.
Yeah, like you know, cutting plants.
Ah, yeah. Well, that's usually what it's called when the chain, when the chain cuts. Actually, that's what it's called in Puyo, at least.
Exactly. We've just always called it chain breaking here in Petal.
Ah. Well, surely there's a gardener-specific way to place it, maybe. But I can't
Maybe.
think of the word.
Oh no, Digi!
Ah. A little too trigger happy
Too
with that.
aggressive.
The girl
Yep.
button there. Ooh.
This is a flower game! I don't see a single Petal Crash character who owns a deli.
A deli.
Where else would you get a sandwich?
Okay. Why does
Oh,
this game
don't-
happen?
Don't ask questions. If you have any confusion, just blame it on Xerxene, usually.
I see. So, Digi, I think they had a bigger thing planned, but they had to break it into multiple little things.
Yeah. Didn't want to get hit with the garbage and potentially lose it. Unfortunately, ends up getting hit with the garbage anyway.
Yeah, and a lot of that's middle garbage.
Yeah. Takes a stock, but unfortunately, Rune just still well ahead on having things built.
Yeah. Though, Digi, you know, still manifesting these branching chains.
Oh yeah, and here's another one.
Okay, we're in
Yep,
dangerous
okay.
overgrowth territory. Just taking these stocks like candy. Oh, ooh, garbage
Oh, Rune!
eating the.
Oh
No,
no!
is this?
That's it.
Oh wow,
That's it.
Digi?
Digi. Waiting on winner-sided grands.
Wow.
Yep. Just earnest moment of silence there, huh? Moving along, let's see where we're at in the bracket. Teodusk says it's Lopraito versus TinWild.
Oh, the grand finals?
That was winners, buddy.
Huh? Wait, no, but you said Lopraito versus TinWild, so this must be the grand finals.
I know what you're thinking.
Yes.
It's that... Nothing. Thinking is bad.
Now you're starting to get it.
Only a bit. But in actuality, we're at loser semifinals.
Juicy, the stream
That
still says
means-
winner's funeral.
I'm working on it.
If this is losers
That
semifinals,
like
that means one of these people is about to come forth.
Honestly, kind of crazy.
Yeah. I was worried it was going to be me.
I mean, if we play around with the settings and challenge, it still could happen.
Actually, I suppose so, because you would need, like... You're not necessarily sure who the third and fourth best are unless you do the third place match. I say as though a tournament always unerringly decides who is the best.
This is true. And that's why every week, or every month, I get to say, want to use Washed Up.
Mm-hmm.
I still can't believe we came full circle and and now we're just playing to see who's bad at the video game again.
Yep.
Yeah.
At this rate, Maro will come back.
I don't know. Is it really competing for who's bad at the video game unless Xerxian comes back?
Yeah, no, that's true. Ashley, the creator of Petal Crash, sometimes says that because of their development on Petal Crash 2, Petal Crash 1 just feels like a dinosaur now. And that is how I feel about myself today. This
Have
is
you
not
been-
my game. If
You've been working on
Lopraito
Petal Crash 2 too much?
No. I've been working on other puzzle games.
Understandable.
Thing and grinding them. But no, I was gonna say if Lopraito wins this set and it's the two of us in losers finals, it's gonna be. You ever play the end final boss sequence of Metal Gear Solid 4? It's gonna be two armed
Honestly-
men on top of a submarine.
I was gonna say no, 4 is like my one or two blind spots in that series.
The final boss sequence, or like the entire ending hour of that
Yeah.
game is fantastic.
Oh, like, yeah, I know it.
That being said, though, I think we've warmed up a little bit, because those numbers are a bit more what I expect from Lopraito.
Yeah.
And even though I couldn't quite beat DG, I felt like I was playing reasonably well against them earlier too, so maybe we're getting there again.
Oh, right, I can't play around with the names and scoreboard edit on this one. Never mind.
Is this still loading for you guys?
Seems fine to me.
Yeah, seems fine to
No,
me
maybe
too.
I have to...
Just Australia things.
Oh, what the...
Penny just wants you to watch her step.
No, it was actually Yasodi and Luigri wanted me to watch the opening thing for a long time. I'm gonna restart. After podcasting for the first round, I was quite looking forward to actually commentating the second one.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, this is definitely a lot more like old Lopraito from what I'm watching here. The looping chains all around the board.
I am having trouble connecting to the Petal Crash server.
Can't believe Ashley said you don't get to play the video
yeah.
game.
No, I think I might be in now. Alright.
No raisin.
I can't believe it. Ashley's last act as Dictator of Petal Crash 1 is to ban me. I was already gonna swap to Petal Crash 2 when it came out. There was no need.
I thought Rune
that
was
was a
just
fun
talking
chain to
about
end
how
with.
they were old and wrinkled. They definitely
Oh, yeah,
shouldn't be banned
exactly.
for no raisin.
Yeah, if anything, I'm way too raisined right now. Ugh. No, I did get back here just in time to see that final chain that Lopraito did. That must have only been about a 3-chain, but it was still a very fun-looking one. Very clever fast chain from Lopraito there. TinWild might have... No, they actually only just barely counter the first one, and now the second one's coming in.
What was that chain? Like,
Ah, it
Lopraito
was a
built the
failed
chain, and I'm like, it
stand.
kept moving a single pedal into position to just keep going.
Oh, it wasn't anything special, it was just a main chain with some branches in it.
Maybe I'm the dinosaur then, because I couldn't follow it.
I don't think there was actually any tempo savers in it, if that's what you meant. I think it was just a compact chain. It just went around in a pretty weird way. It was very
Oh wow,
zigzaggy.
93, 97.
Yeah, those
from
are some
Lopraito.
excellent numbers. That's what I have to face now, apparently. Alright then. If he's warmed up, hopefully I am too. I'll deafen myself and see if I can put on a good show here.
Raspberryfloof vanished. Oh. You know, if I didn't want to get us copyright stricken, I would absolutely put the old Snake theme here. Alright, well, it's time to see if Rune's self-evaluation on old man status actually holds true tonight. God
oh my
damn.
gosh! 20 garbage through 25.
That's messed up. Lopraito might be warmed up. Nah.
Lopraito might be just a little warmed up.
Like, I don't want to call this one early because Rune can absolutely do stuff. Absolutely possible.
And
But in my
like,
brain, I'm just
they're
like,
not even
I'm
like really that far behind.
I'm worried
I'd say
for
if they use
Digi
second stock.
because I feel like pulling that is twice as gonna be tough.
Yeah, but if they pull it off, if Digi pulls it off, it is going to be... 2024 is going to be an awesome year for Petal.
True.
That's all I can say. Whether or not Digi pulls it off, it's going to be an awesome year for Petal. Rune getting bullied into the corner here. And bar is at 7. They did push it back so they aren't losing on stock immediately.
What is Yasume? Okay.
Is that like the less good move? I forget. I think it's like a mahjong term.
Now, that would explain why I don't know it. Let's see, we're coming back from this. Yep.
Rune definitely fighting back though. Immediately in the round. Oh my goodness, Rune. Round starts and they've already made 5 moves. Really, that's the kind of play they need to do, is just go fast. Take Xerxian's advice to heart. Stop thinking. counter Lopraito's chains with your own. Oh, that's so much garbage though. And Rune, no! Lost the whole chain. And now they can't stop the thing because there's nothing left. Oh, but this is a nice 5. Pushes a little garbage through. Oh, never mind. Lopraito counters it. What they want to do. Like, that's the thing, is like Rune just hasn't been able to land a hit yet. I think once they're able to actually land a hit, get Lopraito on the back foot, that's when they'll be able to start making some headway.
I mean, he might have a shot at overturning Lopraito given current board states, but...
Yeah, but Lopraito's just got like so much... They're just so good at like bunching the petals up, clearing them all out in a big chain, which both clears their board and puts a ton of pressure on. And that's why I said, like, you can't just counter and like tread water, you gotta counter and push back. And that's what Lopraito is just so good at doing.
It does really feel like he's good at covering all of his bases.
Right, Rune with a really nice 4-chain. Bar is even at 6. 5. Oh, they're fighting so hard. -4, -10, -4. I think you. Oh nope, back to even.
God, this stock is taking forever.
See, this is why they call it tug of war.
-1.
Jeez. Look at this.
+1, +4. Still going.
Oh my god.
Finally goes Lopraito's way. And now Rune is stuck in a corner. And Rune is stuck in a corner, doesn't have the material. Lopraito, open board, all the room in the world. This is probably Lopraito's round to lose from this point. Not that Runes are gonna go down with without a fight, but yeah. There was just too much space on Lopraito's board.
I wasn't done with him yet. I wasn't done with him yet in that one. I'm going back in.
Jeez.
So Rune, potentially last round of the tournament. Oh, very nice opener. Lopraito intentionally delaying, loses the stock, but equally nice opener. It seems like they just decided they'll both play a 2-stock game this time. Except Rune might not have agreed to that. They were trying to push back. May not have enough time on the battle bar, but we'll see. Yeah, Lopraito's already cleared out the entirety of his middle section of the board. Whereas Rune is still kind of stuck on the left half. Garbage growing in. And that's it.
Okay, I'm done with him now.
I suppose technically, yes. It's okay, I gave you a new nickname.
Hmm. Yeah, no, that's the role I was playing.
I've been planning
Alright.
this moment for years.
No, absolutely. The machinations and deception and self-deception that it took to get me to this exact point, you couldn't possibly understand it.
Probably not. Anyway, it's grand final time. Run back of Digi and Lopraito.
Alright, here we go.
I feel like this is going to be steep for Digi.
Probably, yeah. It's rare for the favorite to be the one coming in from losers, but I would say that's absolutely the case right now. I would much rather be facing DG again than Lopraito again right now. That being said, that wasn't a
Digi still...
huge opening.
Yeah, Digi still got the advantage on opening.
Ooh. Lopraito made a bit of a mistake there by not throwing the garbage in one more time before doing that clear. DG's doing their best to build chains in the middle of the board. That was a pretty good one. They're leaving the sides a little bit checkerboarded.
Yeah, but I guess maybe it doesn't matter if you're just like...
Yeah, no, they're pretty good at finding
them.
these center chains.
It does mean that if they ever end up in disadvantage, they might have a problem.
Yeah, but playing like that, they're not gonna end up in disadvantage, that is. Yeah, Lopraito now has so little room to work with, it's hard to imagine they could pull off a comeback from this position.
Yeah, well, I mean, they could if Digi slowed down. And that's just, it's gonna be, can Digi keep the pressure on enough to keep Lopraito in the box? Because Lopraito is still finding 4 chains.
Yeah, that was really clever. I love those kinds of chains where you take the middle of a large group to use as the trigger. That kind of clever move has brought them back into it a little bit, although they are now in peril on the battle bar.
Oh, Digi took a chain, lost a chain count, but still got the same number of petals either way, so... I guess when you're just playing for the bar like this, it doesn't really matter. I would, normally I wouldn't say they're just playing for the bar, but in that situation, they were definitely just playing for the bar. 95-84 against Lopraito.
Well, they won the opening pretty hard.
That's still impressive.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. Well, you said against Lopraito, and it's like, well, yes, but they were playing against half the garbage that one would normally see against Lopraito.
Okay,
they got
fair.
Yeah.
Against Lopraito in disadvantage.
Yeah, it wasn't really a back and forth. They got an extremely good opening, and that was just it, basically. Well, no.
Yeah,
Obviously, you have to play well to keep going after a very good opening, but
a nice
it certainly helps.
stair-step opening here. 8 chain.
Ooh.
Lopraito's opening cut.
Yeah, but because it won anyway, it just means they have a 4 chain left over.
Yeah, and here's where we might see Digi falter a bit.
Yeah. Their checkerboarded board, you add just a little bit of garbage to it and it completely crumbles.
Yeah, like this is the situation Digi does not want to be in. Because there is just no room for them to keep building those chains that they were building earlier.
I feel like I saw a man named Roonespism in a situation like this not just too long ago. The spawners aren't quite synchronized with the garbage, but I can definitely see DG's brain melting trying to figure it out. That was a very difficult situation. I'm not sure what I would have done in it either.
Yeah, and like when you're in the situation where you're like clearing one chains because you literally have nowhere else to move.
Yeah, it's
you're
a situation you
overgrown.
can come back from, but it's not very likely. But no,
And
just
not
the
with
spawners.
your opponent playing that fast.
Yeah. Whoever's in advantage gets the privilege of playing at 95 clears per minute. But no, what I was going to say is when DG was... The last time DG really had any agency in that game, and I was saying like, oh, that's rough, they're not quite synced up. Those spawners were real rough. Like, the garbage coming in the center and the pieces coming in at the side, not quite synced up, but about 1 or 2 turns apart. It was very difficult to play that situation.
Oh.
without getting it on your own.
I wonder if Digi realized that chain could be taken that way and still work, because I sure didn't.
I was too busy watching Lopraitos.
It looked like Digi was trying to extend their chain, accidentally set it off, but it just ended up all coming together and working.
Ah, classic. You want to know the funny thing? I've got a time trial uploaded to my YouTube channel that has a move just like that one. It's called the world record. There's definitely one...
Alright, Lopraito taking first stock here, but
Wait, was that
wow,
my
what a
chain?
7
Right?
chain.
Yeah, wow! That was a hell of a loop. It almost looked like they did 2 chains in a row, but there wasn't like a push in the middle. It really was just one move. Just like that, they are now in massive advantage.
Yeah, Lopraito, oh my gosh, Lopraito, does he even have, anything he can do? I think he's just conceding, yeah.
I think if they noticed it quickly, they could have pushed that purple out of the way and then done the blue move. But because they didn't see it fast enough, they got more garbage.
Alright, so Digi on tournament point here.
Yeah, it's tournament point. Man, after getting taken to the cleaners by Lopraito, I thought that maybe they had fully warmed up and they were gonna make things a little different this time around.
I mean, they might be warmed up, and this might just be the renaissance of a new contender.
Oh, absolutely. It is that regardless.
Oh my goodness. Lopraito doing 2 chains and still couldn't counter it. Digi in a little bit of a bind here. Didn't really have a good way of taking
That
this
streak of garbage
now
down the center is pretty bad.
Yep.
Lopraito's
Clear it
swinging in
quickly,
with
it probably won't
threes.
matter.
Yeah, both players
Yeah.
are finding 3s fairly quickly, so no one's really gaining or losing anything here.
Yeah, bar at 5, so very close stock.
There's 4.
Okay, goes
Lopraito
Digi's way.
loses the stock. They're the one doing a little bit more garbage. You can see their board's basically clean. DG's done a good job of cleaning up the big streaks of garbage in the middle. They've now mainly just got some dotting the sides.
Yep, that garbage there was a little bit rude, but I think they have a way around it.
That was actually-
Doesn't matter.
That was extremely clever by DG to figure out that chain in a situation where the blue petals were very annoying. They had a lot of different color conflicts there, and they managed to resolve all of them.
Oh wow, they got a very lucky blue spawner there that just grew in, gave them a perfect, like, double push chain. And they were using it to their advantage here. Lopraito on the back foot. 2 stocks down.
And can't find anything better than a 1-chain here. That's looking like it.
And that's it! That's a lockout!
Mm-hmm.
DigiDigi taking the first Puzzle Wednesday of 2024 over Lopraito and Roonespism. Well played.
Okay then. Honestly, we love an upset to ring in the new year. So, before we find someone to raid, let's just go over what we got for January again, shall we? You were there. Petal crash just happened. DigiDigi. Apparently very cracked. Good goddamn. Anyway, we'll be back with you next week on January 10th. We're doing Tetris Plus. It's a very fun, almost puzzle in a puzzle sort of game where you are more using the tools of Tetris to guide your little guy to the bottom of the screen or potentially sabotage your opponent. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm trying to remember. I think we bias more towards like ceiling finishes and like round or
oh yeah, getting your opponent's
finishes.
guy up to the top. That's great. That's what you want to happen.
Yeah, exactly. So that one, honestly, I remember being a very fun time last time we ran it. So I'm looking forward to it. January 17th, we're back with Vanilla Puzzle Bobble. There isn't much to be said. Someone from Pakistan is probably going to rob us blind, because they are very cracked at the game, but again...
Indonesia, perhaps. I believe that's another country with a lot of good Puzzle Bobble players.
Ooh, interesting. But, it's a perennial favorite, and we always see someone new really upset the balance of things, so you're in for a treat. January 24th, we are definitely playing a game that Petal Crash took no inspiration from whatsoever. It's Poochie Carrot. It's a take of basically competitive Arkanoid. So I have not actually been around to see this game a lot more. If you want to chime in a bit more, Raz.
I mean, it's competitive Arkanoid, but like the different characters have different drop patterns, so you can block up your opponent's field and connect things to prevent drops that they could otherwise make. I don't really know much of the meta because I wasn't here the last time we ran it.
Okay.
But I remember Rald and Pearl and Daryl being pretty high tier.
Yeah, I was gonna say, twins look familiar there. Wonder why. And January 31st, we're playing a game that I very much credit my love of puzzle games to. It's going to be Mr. Driller G. Very, very action take on match color clear puzzle games. Very much wears its Mr. Driller, or that Mr. Dig Dug successor energy on its sleeve. And I'm personally very excited for that. So,
game that dares to ask, what if a puzzle game was happening around you? It would be very deadly. You'd have to have your head on a swivel.
Absolutely. No, I love it. Like, that was always my pitch. Like, okay, what if you played an overstacked Tetris board and you just have to survive? Let's see who we can raid in the Puzzle Friend sphere. Tampa never sleeps. You are streaming, but you're not adjacent to that. We're not running Street Fighter 6. Who's running the Tetris? There's a lot of faces that are doing NES stress now that people start really getting on the make the game crash kick.
Oh
So,
yeah, that sure was a thing.
I thought that had already happened, but apparently not.
I think theoretically it's happened.
No, Rune, that happened when a bot did it. Now it's been done by a person.
Right, right.
Alright, let's see. Fractal161 is streaming. And he has just doing some interesting, almost secret grade novelty stuff, so hit him with the Petal Crash, and we will see you guys next time.